Ladies and gentlemen, as you are well aware, a highly intense and ongoing conflict has been unfolding in the Amhara region, where the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, is engaged in fierce battles against Amhara Fano forces. We've recently received the most up-to-date information from the front lines, which I'll be sharing with you in this video. In the northern Wollo and southern Wollo regions, particularly in the towns of Kobo and Wegdi, the situation is extremely tense. Reports from various reliable sources indicate that a resurgence of fierce hostilities has broken out between the ENDF and the Amhara Fano forces. These clashes have culminated in a significant and perilous confrontation, the implications of which are profound. The renewed fighting, which commenced only yesterday, can be attributed to the influx of additional troops and advanced weaponry from both sides into these critical areas. As a result, the clashes continue with an intensity characterized by the use of heavy artillery and other lethal weapons. Importantly, as of the latest available information, there have been no confirmed reports of casualties from either faction. The ENDF maintains its position that its soldiers are in control of these contested areas, asserting their authority over them. Moreover, in the town of Robit, located in the Samada County within southern Gondar, we have witnessed a deeply distressing scenario. Reports from the field suggest that there has been a marked escalation in the conflict between the Amhara Fano forces and a coalition consisting of Amhara militias, local police, and riot police. The updates from Fano sources are grim, indicating that the intensity of this particular battle is exceptionally high. Tragically, recent skirmishes have resulted in the loss of critical figures within the militias, including the militia secretaries, the police chief, and the head of security and intelligence, reflecting the heavy toll of this protracted strife. As previously mentioned in one of our earlier videos, the southern part of Gondar is also embroiled in conflict, with the Amhara Fano forces encountering substantial resistance. This is largely due to the united front presented by all security forces within the Gondar region, who are actively opposing the Amhara Fano forces. Notably, a significant contingent of ENDF soldiers is stationed in this region, further complicating the dynamics of the conflict. Apart from this, near the Wasma Hana Mariam Church in Injibara, situated within the Awi zone of the Gojam region, a distressing incident unfolded. In this tragic event, Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF personnel, are reported to have been involved in the killing of 5 innocent Amhara civilians. This deeply troubling occurrence serves as a stark reminder of the widespread impact of the conflict, where civilians who should be protected are often caught in the crossfire. Furthermore, in Tilili, also located in the Awi zone within the Gojam region, there have been reports of Oromo ENDF forces being implicated in the killing of several civilians. The loss of civilian lives in Tilili further exacerbates the already dire humanitarian situation, highlighting the urgent need for a peaceful resolution to the overarching crisis. These incidents underscore the critical need for a comprehensive and lasting solution to the multifaceted issues facing Ethiopia. The loss of innocent lives in these areas is an alarming reminder of the toll that conflicts and tensions can take on ordinary citizens. It is essential for all parties involved to prioritize the protection and well-being of civilians and work toward a peaceful resolution that can bring an end to the violence and suffering that has gripped various regions of the country. In addition to the harrowing situation in the Amhara region, we must also turn our attention to another distressing development in the Gambela region, where a grave clash has resulted in a staggering death toll of at least 500 individuals, as reported by local residents. The Gambela region is currently reeling from a crisis of monumental proportions, with the root cause stemming from long-standing border disputes between the Anuak and Nuer peoples. These disputes have tragically escalated into violent clashes, leading to the tragic loss of countless innocent civilian lives. Disturbingly, residents of the region have pointed to alleged instigators of the conflict, primarily identified as militants hailing from the Oromia region and migrants from South Sudan. Adding to the complexity of the situation, a significant influx of refugees into Ethiopia from war-torn South Sudan has been witnessed, with more than 7,000 individuals displaced as a result of violence in their home country. These refugees are currently seeking shelter in camps and cities within the Gambela region. Regrettably, local residents attribute the refugee influx as a central factor contributing to the clashes within Gambela. Furthermore, it has been alleged by residents that the Oromo Liberation Front Sheen, OLF Sheen, has been actively pursuing a campaign to annex the Gambela region into Oromia. To achieve this, there have been numerous reported incidents of attacks on civilians living in areas bordering Oromia and Gambela, resulting in tragic loss of life. In concert with OLF Sheen, an armed group known as the Gambela People's Liberation Movement has been operating, further complicating the already volatile situation in the region. In response to the deteriorating circumstances in the Gambela region, the Association for Human Rights in Ethiopia issued a statement drawing attention to the displacement of Ethiopian citizens due to the arrival of refugees from South Sudan. The organization also made a fervent plea for an immediate resolution to this dire situation. Notably, our party, Balderas for True Democracy, has also issued a statement, echoing the call for a resolution regarding the refugee crisis originating from South Sudan. We join the collective plea for all involved parties to exercise restraint and seek peaceful means to address this humanitarian catastrophe which is causing untold casualties and extensive damage in the Gambela region. The magnitude of this crisis cannot be overstated, and the urgent need for a sustainable solution is paramount. Our thoughts are with the people of Gambela as they navigate these challenging times, and we hope for a swift and just resolution to this complex and deeply distressing situation.